The Soran Stellar Industries appear to be surviving the contingency storm, and the Terminal Egress has survived a direct attack from our good old endgame buddies. The question is, can we rebuild it? The station, specifically, before they try again. Hello, Legion, this is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Stellaris Galactic Paragons in our High Dominion 2 series. It's been a few days. We had a pause to make room for a premiere over the weekend, and then this series was gone for a day longer than expected. So sorry about that for those of you who watch daily. We're back now, and we do have a bonus episode this week on account of that. So normally we would pause on Thursdays, as you know, but we are not doing that this week in any of our series on account of the fact that we kind of paused over the weekend. So one thing I want to do before I even unpause this episode, though, I have not in a while really gone through all of my planets, looked at where they are doing well production-wise, and given them designations accordingly. I've done this once or twice in the series, and I will certainly, I think it's likely I will do so again. But this seems like a particularly good moment to do that. So I'm going to just one at a time go through my various worlds and take a look at some obvious opportunities to specialize this. This is a mining world at the moment, and I'll go with the auto designation there because that could shift. This is a mining world too. This feels more honestly like a generator world, but you know what? We have less of a mining surplus than an energy surplus at the moment. Mineral surplus than an energy surplus. Agro world, that's absolutely accurate there. Auto designation there. What I'm generally doing is looking for planets that already have a very strong bias. Another thing I haven't really done, I haven't done ascension tiers for planets, and that seems like a clear thing that I could focus on in order to improve how things are going. Industrial world is there too. And I'm going to talk about this a bit too. I think now that I have Unity just storing up, and I have for a while, I've had so many distractions both in the series and outside the series with this particular recording. It's unfortunate, but I've had so many distractions that there are just certain elements of the game, because I haven't been playing Stellaris much in recent months outside of the series, that are just like slipping by me undetected. And not only have a few comments come in that have reminded me, oh yeah, I should do that, but I've also just been thinking to myself, like, why have I not been doing those things? So we're just going to kind of take this one at a time. Yeah, see, this needs to be a generator world. So yeah, just a moment to pause and make sure that things are on the up and up. I'm going to go ahead and ascend the Empire capital, and that might help it a little bit in some ways. But I just have lots of Unity, to do that with. So why wouldn't I ascend some planets, particularly my best planets, to make them even better? All right, this is an urban world. I'm going to change this to... Let's have a forge world. Let's do specific focuses there. Urban world here. Let's make this a mining world. This is clearly going to be a mining-heavy planet. Urban world, this honestly I would say this needs to be more of just an auto-designation world. That's definitely a mining world. That's definitely an agro world. This is certainly an industrial world. Same here. So you can definitely see the evidence that I've done this in the past. It's not like this is the first time I've done it in the series, but we've had a number of things get thrown at me rather constantly to keep me from pausing to consider all of these various angles. All right, so lots of new colonies too. Yep, industrial world there. All right, this clearly needs to be... Let's make this a forge world as well. I have some worlds that are industrial, some that are forge. And we have a frontier sector that's getting rather large too. I do have a room for an additional leader that I could possibly take advantage of. So we'll circle back to that in just a moment. I may either use that for a scientist or a governor. I remember thinking about it during the last episode or two. All right, so this is going to be a mining world. Industrial world is fine there, but that looks like it could be a really good mining world too, to tell you the truth. Yep, auto-designated is fine. This looks like a generator world at this point, and it is actually a generator world per the auto-designation. right, Egress 2 actually does have a job opportunity on it, so let's go ahead and build gene clinics there. And I think I might have a few other worlds where I can do that. Yeah, most of these are going to be brand new colonies, still growing for the first time. I don't need to do anything in terms of designations. Yeah, tons of new colonies. Absurd amounts of new colonies. All right, Lilita. It looks like you could actually use some, there's a very clear opportunity here. Let's do some hollow theaters in order to improve their amenities situation here. Okay, and now that that's done, another thing I'd like to do is we're going to buy a lot of minerals. And this is one of the things I haven't been thinking of. And the reason I haven't thought about this, obviously the activation cost for this is pretty steep. It's going to give me 4,000 alloys out of the gate. So thank you, you know who you are, for reminding me about that. The reason I haven't thought about it is that... Wait, hang on. Are we full on these? Yeah, we are. Let's sell to private collectors. Let's reverse engineer arcane technology. We gain some engineering research. And then let's find military applications. Let's do extra shield damage. Heck yeah. Harmonic isolation. The reason I haven't thought about it is that, you know, when you're still working through your ascension perks, as we have been, and you're working through your tradition tree, your unity is going somewhere. Now my unity is not going anywhere. So I've needed to remember to actually start using that on other things. And one of the things that you use your unity on is the launching of that particular bonus. All right, so let's go ahead and reinforce the first Star Order with those alloys. And that literally, it ate up all of them. Now, where is a scientist? I need to take a look at this because we have, speaking of artifacts. Yeah, the 8th Star Order here was on patrol, and I need to get it patrolling again. The 6th and the 8th were both on patrol. I'll need to take a look at my patrol routes and figure out exactly what I want to do there. Because it seems like this system has really been struggling. And one thing I could do here is I could build some platforms. That's another thing I keep forgetting, that you can build platforms in systems that don't have stations. It's one of the sad side effects, I think, of having played Stellaris for so long, is that my memory of the game and the things you can do in it, especially when I haven't played it a lot in recent years, which is true. I know I keep leaning on that. It is the truth. My knowledge of the game is like a hodgepodge of things that are accurate and things that are not, based on what works and what doesn't work anymore in the current version of the game, which is always true. I think it's just true to a greater extent for me. All right, so we're building a ton of ships in the mega shipyard. Those will get down to my fleet pretty quickly, thankfully. It looks like, yeah. So we're going to excavate this debris and bow away in Dianthe, and then this scientist is going to go check out that particular archaeological site, which I wanted to make sure was set up. Now, with all that being done, let's just... I'm going to go on speed 1 for a bit. And we're going to let things progress with relative calm and see how we can hold this down. One thing we noticed at the end of the last episode is that the Ribellan Vortex system appears to have been taken back from the contingency, so their ability to jump back through the L gate and hit terminal egress again is somewhat limited now. I'm a fan of that. We have this station still building up. We have lots of potential things we can still build. Hang on, let's go ahead and reinforce the 2nd Star Order with that next batch of alloys that we're getting. Now, it does seem like we are starting to run low on consumer goods, which is not good. Because, I mean, I don't have a huge shortage there, but I'll definitely have to keep an eye on that. We do have a rather massive energy income now, though, which is a welcome sight. We're going to need that if we're going to continue to turn this situation around. Now, Zastia 5, do you have a colony lined up? Apparently you don't. Let's just call it Zastia Prime, because at this point the name generator is failing me. It's not generating unique names anymore. It's just generating the same one over and over. So we're not going to worry about it. We have bigger fish to fry this series.
Hulks vivisected.
Nice. All right, Sapient Combat Simulations is making progress. I'm not going to actually add the combat computers. Oh boy.
Vessels.
Oh boy, that's a massive contingency presence. We might not survive this.
0G construction vessel destroyed. Tactical retreat. 0G research platform disrupted.
That's a massive contingency fleet. I'm going to get annihilated here. Okay, let's go ahead and get the Juggernaut out. I hate to leave. I'm going to withdraw all of my ships. Oh! Lost an admiral there. Okay. Oh boy. All right. So there we go. They have begun their advance once again, and we have all of our fleets missing in action. And now we're down 2 leaders, not 1 but 2. So let's see if we can get a replacement first of all for that leader. Toxidol, Grand Storyteller, is already in charge of the 6th Star Order. Also, I do need to give new orders. Let's not forget about that. All right, let's see here. Oh, an admiral that provides monthly consumer goods. What a coinky-dink. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. It's not going to be a huge help, but we'll take it. All right, so... Can I declare this an emergency measure? No, I can't. We need to wait 247 more days. It is the very next resolution, the United Front resolution, which will give additional damage against... Hang on, how are we doing on envoys? We have no available envoys. It'll do additional damage against the contingency. Okie dokie. Let's see what we can get away with. I know I'm spending a lot of time paused, just because, well, it's probably obvious. I don't really need to explain. There's a lot to consider at any given moment. Astor 2 has finished terraforming. That's good news. You know what? Let's go ahead and colonize that if I can. I can. Astor Prime. Go for it. I do feel like the colonization blitz that we had going for so long is really starting to pay dividends. It's still ongoing, too. It's not like it's over. But it's really starting to pay off. Also, I've got some trade value once again building up. I don't have any more slots for starbases at the moment, but open council position. Yeah, I think we just lost our Minister of Defense. All right, so we can promote Jag, Daughter of Abil, and this will increase the Edicts Fund. She's the only one with a counselor bonus. Oh, she's missing in action, so we're going to have to wait. Okay, that's fine. Well, it's not fine, but we don't really have a choice. Senate's now in session. We are voting on a united front. That should hopefully help against the contingency. All right, so this scientist, let's just get them to this archaeological site. Forget the debris. I don't think that is working in my favor. And this is going to be an awkward next couple of moments. We'll see how this goes, because I got nothing. They're attacking, and
Station under attack.
There's literally nothing I can do. Yep, they just hit blew away. And are they... Yep, they're moving towards Al-Qad. All right, we're going to go ahead and get these ships out of there. The 2nd and 4th Star Order are a shell of their former selves. I don't even know if they're going to make it out.
Sphere of Alliance expanded, attacking enemy vessels.
Yep. We're already under attack. I think the Juggernaut made it out. So what I'm going to do is take all of you guys and send you to Terminal Egress, because that's obviously the system needs to be defended. So it's so funny that I opened the episode with that comment, and I was like, oh yeah, things are looking better. Now they're just moving straight back for my L-gate. All right, so we're going to be able to retreat here in 13 days.
Disrupted.
I can't retreat. Yep. Fleet's current stance is passive. Yeah, whatever. All right, so this Sonic Avatar
Zero-G mineral production
is just hanging out. All right, let's see if we can get them back to the Terminal Egress. This is pretty much our only chance. Is like just trying to hold it down here at least, because they're going to go for the Terminal Egress, and then like if they start annihilating me there, then that's a massive setback. And there's not a lot that I can do about the situation at present. I really wasn't prepared for the contingency to arrive when they did. This is a fairly early contingency arrival, which, to be honest, after the way the rest of this series has gone, I'm not a fan. It's kind of silly. It's kind of goofy. Like, this series has just been a relentless onslaught the entire time. Which I guess that's to be expected when you play this kind of empire.
Enemy vessels.
Where? Oh, so now the Sonic Avatar decides they want to fight. Retreat. Good lord. I guess they got attacked. That's fair, I guess. All right, so they are headed for the Navogi Black Hole. Now we have a defensive platform set up here.
Spaceport under attack. Military station lost.
But I don't think it is capable of defending. Yeah, they're just getting annihilated.
Military station lost.
Yeah, look at this.
Colonization in progress.
It just nothing. I have nothing that can defend against this nonsense. I don't even know what I'm doing in... Alright, so we have some ships that have returned elsewhere. Hang on, how can you get there? Of course you go through the Navogi Black Hole! Listen, guys. You don't have access to that system, okay? You don't have access to it, so we're going to have to go... We're going to have to use another route. Where is the closest L-gate? Hang on, what we're going to have to do is say... Demon's Maw? Yeah. No, you guys, listen, I really appreciate your enthusiasm, but you need to go this way. There we go. Second Star Destroyer, or Star Order is here. Let's go ahead and put them in orbit of the station. The fifth Star Order is also here. Very good. That really sucks. We were just rebuilding them for the first time. All right, let's see. We have the seventh Star Order still patrolling. And it's up here, I think. Yeah. So the sixth Star Order needs to patrol starting down in, like, Wayford. And then the eighth, which doesn't currently have an admiral, can patrol... Why are you trying to go to Demon's Maw? It doesn't make any sense. I'm going to forbid travel through that system, because right now, we're about to lose it anyway. But I have all these... hello? Where is the... Am I losing my mind right now? Yeah. System not restricted. So, why is the button not here? Is it because it's under attack? I don't care. I just don't want you to go through that. Okay, never mind. I'm overthinking it.
In progress.
I don't know why that button is not showing there. All right, so they're likely to come straight through here.
Zero-G research platform disrupted.
I'm going to go ahead and reinforce the second fleet. The third is there, the fourth is there, the fifth is there. The first is the only one not there. So they are on the way, and this defense grid supercomputer is being built. I have no choice but just to try and hold it down at terminal egress. And of course, that doesn't stop them from annihilating me elsewhere. They can still jump around and do a ton of damage. And they might even already be planning on doing that.
Attacking enemy vessels.
All right, they've taken the Navogi black hole. I'm guessing that means that they are coming through. Yeah.
Spaceborne lifeform encountered.
What's this? Ascension perk available. Nice. Pause. Okay. Decision time. We have Mind Over Matter. We have the Colossus Project. We have Galactic Contender, which is supposedly helping us. Defender of the Galaxy. Interstellar Dominion. Grasp the Void. I mean, at this point, Eternal Vigilance seems like a pretty damn good idea. So that I could be able to hold my ground a little bit more. But also Galactic Wonders. I don't know if I need Galactic Wonders, though. Yep, we're going to go with Eternal Vigilance. I don't think we have a choice. All right, I'm going to order all of the present attack fleets. No, I don't. I want you to do that next. I want it to be shift click. There we go. I was holding down shift when I clicked on like the menu, but not holding down shift when I clicked the option, and so it took away the attack order that I just set up, which is hilarious to me. All right, let's make sure. Yeah, the first Star Order is still not trying to fly through an absolutely insane system. All right, Society Research. Yep. All right, so we already have a mega shipyard, thankfully. Let's do maximized productivity. All right, so that's everything. And I want to go ahead and get the Sonic Avatar back where it should be. Second Star Order needs to reinforce. Nice. We have rebuilt our outpost in Ulqad. That's interesting. So they just allowed me to rebuild there? Why? Okay. There's really no point in doing this, but I guess I'll go rebuild those. They are now in orbit of the Navogi black hole, but I don't think they're jumping through because they know that I'm actually going to be able to put up a fight. There are 4 active machine worlds. I don't have nearly enough alloys to build a Colossus and defend. Alright, let's see how this station's doing at least. Alright, Defense Grid Supercomputer is almost done, and the upgrade to Starhold will commence. Let me take a quick look at my edicts and see if there are any other policies I can adopt that would help at this point. Because I have plenty of extra influence at this point. Or not influence, but unity. Influence, I also have plenty of extra there. I could start running a recycling campaign, and I think I could get away with it. I'm going to do that, because it's going to reduce consumer goods upkeep for all pops, and that might actually eliminate the shortage that I'm dealing with at the moment. Volatile moats, nothing I could really do there yet, although I might be able to soon. And we have ambitions as well. Oh yeah, these are finally available. Hold on, stop everything, forget the recycling campaign. Also forget the terraforming gases, because I don't think we need those right now. Could we do exotic gases as a fuel boost, maybe? Oh, no. We don't have quite enough of that. All right, so I could do scientific revolution, which is probably a good idea. How are we doing exactly here? Actually more of a 2.6 gain, not a 2k gain. So let's do Fortress Proclamation. I don't know that I really need the research speed right now. Let's just start with Fortress Proclamation, excuse me, and then add more. We just unlocked those ambitions, so that's a really nice step in a better direction. All right, let's see how things go for a second here. Good boy. All right, McGrothy, what can you build? Nothing. You have a pop that's looking for a job, but nothing that I can do about it. So let's scroll down the outliner. What else is going on? Nothing really. All right, that open council position can now be filled. Let's go ahead and give it to Jag, Daughter of Abil. That does help. Now we'll see if the consumer goods change that we made. Oh no, we actually stopped the recycling campaign, so that's not gonna... Nothing's gonna happen there. Alright, so the 7 and the Soran are just building gateways left and right. I'm glad you guys are having so much fun dealing with the contingency. They seem to be like just handling themselves nicely, and it's annoying me. Okay, so we're going to continue building there. How long until... It's going to be a while, because I just did it earlier this episode, but let's take a look at... Yeah.
Spaceborne life form.
It's going to be a while.
encountered.
Gonna be a good while, unfortunately. Alright, so you're attacking Olcott again? Yes, you are. So why don't you go ahead and back off? There's no point in you going in there and rebuilding those platforms. They're just going to continuously
Spaceport
break
under
it.
attack.
Everything I do right now,
Spaceborne life form encountered.
I have to be honest, everything I'm doing feels so futile, because they're so overwhelmingly powerful, and I could build ships that maybe, if I rebuilt my fleets, which I need to do first, or I suppose maybe what I need to do is go ahead and reconfigure now. I could reconfigure in a way that would, you know, do damage against the contingency. Let's take a look at this. Yeah, so they have ridiculous amounts of damage to armor. So what we really need to do is go like pure shields. Because they don't seem to be able to do as much against shields. And I think their shields actually melt pretty quickly. Let's take a look at the shipyards. What's building, if anything? Wait, why are you disconnected? Excuse me? We had a station disconnected. Not sure why. let's take a look at this real quick. I need to go ahead and have the 6th Star Order patrolling. Up to there. And then the 8th Star Order, which is up in Demon's Maw. They do need to reinforce. Let's go ahead and patrol down to the same system. And I'm hoping that'll make something of a difference. It's actually the tier system that we need to patrol to, though. So let's do that. Let's actually have them patrol to the Sin system. No, that's not useful at all. You patrol to... Nope. You're going a completely different direction. All right. I really wish there was a way just to tell your ships, don't use gateways. You are patrol vessels. The reason I'm telling you to patrol is so that you can go from system to system. But currently there's no way in Stellaris to do that, unfortunately. All right, yeah, lots of building still to do. I can probably get away with buying minerals a few times, but yeah, it's not going to be a lot of, or not minerals, but alloys. It's not going to be a lot. And I still have so much more to rebuild. There are fleets that have literally just been utterly annihilated. And I suppose, now that I'm thinking about it, since I know that... Alright, that's upgrading. Nice. Let's go ahead and cancel all those. And I think the Juggernaut is probably building some of those too. Yep, let's cancel all those. Okay, let's take a moment and rebuild, because I don't have any other choice. Everything I'm doing feels pretty freaking futile. So what I need to do is just rethink design once again. Oh wait, no. Anything with cloaking devices needs to be left alone. Those are patrol fleets. Okay. You. All right. We don't have a lot of extra power. That's part of the problem. So in order to make this happen and go pure shields, oh, here we go. On Neuronus, there we go. This is what it should be, and then we need to place that there. Excellent. Okay, now, unfortunately, in this case, it doesn't look like I'm actually going to get away with that, so I'll use the crystallized hull there. Now the destroyer... All right, we don't have a ton of power here, but I can replace... Yeah, we're just going to have to get rid of a lot of our regenerative hulls. Which just makes me sad, man. I also need to think about my... weapons configuration on these ships. Hello? Why did you not... Why are you not... Okay, safe. I must have right-clicked on something accidentally there. Oh, sorry. Can you tell how annoyed I am with the state of this series? Is it obvious? I feel like it's not obvious. I feel like it's not at all, painfully apparent how annoying this situation currently is. I feel like I could make it clearer. You know? All right, now one of those, unfortunately, is not going to be able... Wow, yeah. Is not going to be able to have any kind of, I think it was there was a third bonus on one of those that I wasn't able to replace. It might have been the regenerative hulls, which I can try to keep in some cases. Or the shield capacitor. Yeah, I want to try and keep the shield capacitor in as many cases as possible so that the shields that I'm putting on my ships are even more effective. Yeah, that's what it is. One of the cruisers is not going to have shield capacitors, unfortunately. Okay, can't even do that. We're going to go with crystal infused plating there. I think that's just because of the spinal mounts, which fair enough. Oh, nice. I can actually have 2 shield capacitors here, so I will take that. So all my battleships are reconfigured. The Titan is going to need a lot of love. Let's see. Nice. Okay, so that's not bad. The defense platforms technically as well, while we're fighting the contingency, are going to need these. Especially the ones with torpedoes. Actually, take a look at this. Can I maybe get shields working there? No, I couldn't. Okay, I had a feeling not, or I wouldn't have made it that way, but this designer, yeah, okay, already exists. Cool. Good talk. Almost done. I almost need to be done with this episode too, but we're making good progress on, building ships that can fight the contingency. I still need to reconfigure weapons as well. We'll have to do that at the start of the next one. And then it's just a process of every new ship that I build, hopefully being able to stand more of a chance against these contingent jerks. I'm being a little cheeky with my word choice there, but you know what I meant. Oh, we've actually got a slot just unoccupied there. Great. All right, there we go. Save. And we definitely want to have the Colossus able to withstand whatever nonsense gets thrown at it. So let's give it shields. Same with the Juggernaut. Let's have it replace all of its armor with shields. It can definitely do that. That's kind of amazing. I don't know why you didn't place there. That's weird. Okay. I'm going to replace this reactive armor with another shield capacitor. And there we go. All right. Well, we are 38 minutes into this obnoxious episode. And in the next one, I am going to build as many of those new ships as I can once I finish modifying their weapons loadouts to do some additional damage to the contingency. So we'll take a look at what exactly we need to do there. And then as I build new ships to reinforce my fleet should hopefully be more survivable against the contingency going forward. And then we'll be able to defend ourselves a little bit more. I've just been fighting for this entire series, and with relatively few moments of peace in between. And it was pointed out in the comments that one of the reasons the Soran Stellar Industries are doing so well, see, now they have the Mephisciotans on their team as well. So they've been brought in, like, they have all these vassals. That's a great example of something newer to Stellaris. Like, you could always have vassals, and you could be an overlord, but like in recent expansions, like it's really become more important to have, vassals and have bulwarks and have various, subjugated empires, and that's why their score is so high. It's their subject empires. Look at that. It's giving them 53,000. So if not for that, their score would be much closer to ours. And meanwhile, notice that there's nothing here. There's nothing here about points for like victories won in combat. This is why I'm annoyed. I've spent this entire series fighting for my life, and this score system is giving me 0 credit for it. And the Soran Stellar Industries are supposedly winning just because they have a bunch of vassals, which, again, that's a mechanic I'm less used to, like needing to have vassals. I just want to have a lot of territory, and I want to have a big empire that is more homogenous because it's a xenophobic, like, evil empire. I don't want vassals. I'm going to integrate them all and have everything under my control. And the game is actually punishing me for having that as an objective, which is unfortunate. But I can, I think, build my ships to defend better against the contingency and start to turn things around, and we'll just have to see where things go from there. Because at this, like, I'm going to be fighting against literally everyone to win this game. The only way that we might be able to turn the tables is just if we are able to turn a technological advantage against against Soran Stellar Industries. And the thing is, their economy is superior. Their technology is equivalent. Their fleet power is overwhelming compared to mine. That's one of the reasons they've been able to head off the contingency. They actually have a fleet that can head off the contingency. I should be able to launch the Galactic Fleet relatively soon. What's it called specifically? Looks like the Pax Galactica can be proposed once I have a certain amount of Imperial authority, which that could be positive. So we could have the Imperial Armada, for example, proposed. And that might give me a way to defend myself against them, but I don't know. It's interesting, the way that this particular score system is playing out. In terms of a story, it's fine. It's just non-stop conflict. The score really doesn't matter in the grand scheme from like a narrative standpoint to me, but it does create some cognitive dissonance, which is a struggle. So that's what it is. And it is what it is. Regardless, we'll have to see how things play out from here. Thank you so much for watching. Again, apologies for the longer than intended delay between episodes here if you're watching these live as they come out. Just a lot going on in the past few days and did not have quite as many opportunities to record as I thought I would, given just some unexpected disturbances in the schedule and needing to get that premiere out this weekend. So again, thank you for your patience. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. If it's not your first time or even your second, look for the join button to access unique emotes, badges, and other perks. New episodes are coming out every day, but Thursday, except for this week, because we'll have one on Thursday, at 3 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time, and comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.